A Big Ten challenge awaits in East Lansing tonight as Michigan State welcomes Toledo under mostly clear skies and a comfortable 77-degree kickoff temperature. The Spartans are looking to turn the page after a difficult 4-8 campaign last season, their fourth consecutive losing season, and a new era begins with head coach Pat Fitzgerald taking over the program. Senior linebacker Jordan Hall brings veteran leadership to a defense that will be counted on to establish the tone from the opening snap. Toledo arrives with a very different recent track record, having put together an impressive 8-5 season last year for its sixth consecutive winning campaign. The Rockets did fall to Louisville in the Boca Raton Bowl, but junior defensive end Andrew Zock and a talented Toledo roster now have their sights set on another winning season. For Michigan State, tonight is about making an early statement under new leadership. For Toledo, it's an opportunity to prove its success extends beyond the MAC. Under the lights in East Lansing, this one is ready to roll. It's the Toledo Rockets taking on the Michigan State Spartans coming up next.
On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Rockets head coach before the game. This is a very motivated squad. Coming in here against a Big Ten team, these guys have a lot to prove. He said, we're not intimidated in an environment like this, and I expect our players to be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Toledo's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work first. And here comes Cam Edwards. He is a transfer from UConn, and everything in this attack runs through him. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man on the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. So Toledo's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Running inside, it's Miller. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out wide right, it's Simpson. Oh, he got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Going to the run, it's Miller. And he's in! Touchdown, Toledo! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. They'll try the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First carry of the season. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. The run inside. It's Miller. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Sparty in 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Got it looking for a first. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The give on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. And he's brought down after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Turns up, it's McCray. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Here's a little room there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll ride him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Working that left side now. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Edwards. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Right side, it's Crosby. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They'll run the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rockets getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Richter. Quick catch. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Miller. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's McCray. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on 2nd down.
Really nice job.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on third down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and long here. Scanning the field, it's Richter. Fires to the wideout. Dangerous throw on that one. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to take it back. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. First play of this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Moore. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. 2nd down to the air. They're all over it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Back open in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Out wide right, it's Crosby. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. Got a little space. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw. This time he's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Hits inside, it's Miller. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Richter. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires on the move. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Rockets will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking for room, it's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Moves the pocket. It's Richter. Here comes the heat. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Straight ahead, it's Miller. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Rockets decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He makes a fair catch just outside. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Edwards. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll need a bunch on second down. On the ground, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. To the air, it's Richter. Throws to the tight end. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Out wide right, it's Crosby. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Headed outside, it's Smith.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll be dropped. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Under pressure, being chased. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Edwards. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Turning it on, the 50. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. So this hasn't been the most prolific day for them, but boy, would they love to take advantage of getting that turnover right here. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Sells to fake. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Smith. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Right back to the well.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The give on the counter. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. And it's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care, fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes. But no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
So an inauspicious start for the Pat Fitzgerald era at Michigan State. There is work to do in East Lansing as the Toledo Rockets get the win at Michigan State, 13-7. Taking a look at the team stats here, Toledo had the edge in first down, 17-13. Total offense, 257 to 209. Rushing yards, 115 to only 70 for Michigan State. Passing yards, 142 to 139. Third down conversion percentage, Michigan State was barely better, 22% to 18%. Michigan State had the only turnover. That was the backbreaker. Michigan State was driving in the fourth quarter, down only 6. They were on about the 30-yard line of Toledo, and a disastrous backwards pass leads to that fumble loss. Toledo gains possession, and they never give the ball back, getting the win 13-7. Time of possession battle was won by Toledo by about 6.5 minutes. Looking at the player stats here for Michigan State, Alessio Milivojevic, boy, I can't say that, Milivojevic, I think is how you say it. He finishes 14 of 25 for 139 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. For Toledo, John Allen Richter finishes 17 of 24 for 142 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for Toledo was C.J. Miller, 17 carries for 79 yards and 1 touchdown. For Michigan State, they were led by Cam Edwards, the transfer from UConn, I believe it was, 13 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown for him. Leading receiver for Michigan State was Rowan Merlino, 4 catches for 64 yards. For Toledo, they were led by, I guess we will go with Jake Newell, 3 catches for 38 yards for him. Leading blocker for Toledo was Jonathan Harder, 5 pancakes for Harder. And for Michigan State, Luka Vincic led the team with 3 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Spartans, they were led in total tackles by Caleb Wheatland with 12. Tackles for loss, also Wheatland led with 2. Sacks, there's a tie between Wheatland and Adam Fontana with 1. And there were no interceptions for Michigan State. For Toledo, no interceptions. It was a 5-way tie for first on sacks. It's Ben Sahakian, George Nicholas, Cam Jones, Jordan Farrow, and Nate Chandler all get 1. Tackles for loss, George Nicholas led the team with 2. And total tackles, Greg Walker led the team with 11. Kicking for Toledo, Reese Griffith made both of his field goal attempts with a long of 54, and he was 1 of 1 on extra point attempts. For Michigan State, Reese Dakin didn't attempt a kick, but Liam Boyd didn't attempt a field goal, but was 1 of 1 on extra point attempts. Punting for Michigan State, Reese Dakin had 7 punts for an average of 48.2 yards per punt, and Toledo's Emilio Duran had 6 punts for an average of 49.1 yards per punt. Kick returns for Toledo, Octavius Eisen had 1 return for 23 yards, and Michigan State's Keyshawn Williams had 4 returns for an average of 20.5 yards per return. That's a former Nebraska player right there, I believe. Punt returns for Michigan State, Krishawn McCray had 3 returns for an average of 2.3 yards per return, and Toledo's Terrell Crosby Jr. had 6 returns for an average of 4.6 yards per return. Scoring summary, in the first quarter, Toledo got on the board first with a 1-yard touchdown run from C.J. Miller. They led 7-0 after one. In the second quarter, Michigan State got a touchdown of their own on a 1-yard touchdown run by Cam Edwards, and Toledo kicked a 54-yard field goal from Reese Griffith that made it 10-7 Toledo going into the halftime break. Third quarter, Toledo adds a 52-yard field goal from Griffith, and that actually wraps up the scoring as Toledo gets the big road victory over the Big Ten's Michigan State, 13-7. So Pat Fitzgerald drops his opener with Michigan State. Not the way they wanted to start, but it's early in the season. They have time to bounce back. Headline from the game says, sweet victory. The Toledo Rockets march into Spartan Stadium and come out with a 13-7 win over Michigan State. Highlighted players are Cam Jones for Toledo and Nikai Martinez for Michigan State. You can see Toledo led in everything, and that got them the huge upset win over a Big Ten foe. Next game in week 1 coming your way is going to be a big one. Clemson at number 11 LSU in Baton Rouge. This was a huge game last year that LSU barely won at Clemson. We'll see who wins the game in Baton Rouge. LSU ranked 11th. Clemson not ranked, but you know they've got a lot of talent. But from East Lansing, Michigan, the Michigan State Spartans drop their opener under head coach Pat Fitzgerald, 13-7 to Toledo. And we will see you next time.